Fear and uncertainty create the perfect condition for some criminals to thrive.
The coronavirus pandemic has now reached almost every corner of the continent.
In the past 2 weeks, the number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold.
In Africa, deaths from coronavirus have been some of the lowest in the world. But the fear the COVID-19 pandemic has created has also been an opportunity for some people, an opportunity for fame.
Let there be discovery of vaccines, discovery of medical cure, let there be discovery of total eradication of coronavirus.
An opportunity for making so-called cures.
If you take it from me, you are going to use it. I have 100% confidence.
Yeah, rather than COVID.
Yeah.
No more.
Oh,
the cure.
it's beginning.
An opportunity to make money.
Fake medicines have profit margins sometimes equivalent or more than narcotics.
150,000. 150,000. Okay.
I am undercover journalist Anas Aremeyaw Anas. I keep my face and my identity secret to protect me from the crooks I expose. I have been investigating quack doctors in Ghana, men who illegally sell concoction they claim can treat coronavirus. Products we discovered that contained potentially dangerous and toxic ingredients. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began, hundreds of videos have surfaced on social media across Africa of people claiming to have a cure for the virus.
Good day. My own name is Prophetess Dupe Oluwaniyi. I brought the cure of the coronavirus. Yes.
Pepper is a very solid cure for coronavirus. Yes, pepper.
Onion. They neutralize and suppress all sorts of virus from the body.
Although herbal medicine plays an essential part in many countries on the continent, these social media claims are misleading and have no basis in science.
Coronavirus can fall and die.
We spoke to one herbalist in Nigeria, Dr. Ben Amudu, who claims to have developed a series of miracle drugs that cures COVID-19.
COVID-19 as an oral vaccine is the one to beat. And it is good to go for the cure and the prevention and cure of coronavirus.
He claimed his concoction could cure a range of chronic illness beyond coronavirus, including cancer and HIV, and despite his own apparent ill health.
The capacity of this is beyond imagination. It has very strong immune-boosting properties. And it has the capacity to prevent and cure cancer of the throat, HIV/AIDS, hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. To date, I cure all of them, to the glory of God.
Dr. Amudu's COVID cures have not been clinically tested, making it impossible to verify or debunk his claims. There is no known cure for cancer, HIV, or coronavirus. Claiming to have a cure for a disease is not itself illegal, but in most countries, actively selling a medicine that has not been approved by the local regulator does break the law.
There is no miraculous cure for coronavirus at the moment. And I'd like to appeal to everyone that please do not be caught in anybody promoting a product for a cure.
Fake or contaminated drugs are dangerous. WHO estimates as many as 100,000 people die from them every year in Africa.
Using untested medicines without the right evidence could do more harm than good.
Bright Simmons, founder of a counterfeit medicine detection platform, is one of the world's leading experts on fake medicines in Africa.
If you take the period over which COVID-19 has been in Africa, mid-February to now, the number of people that have died of COVID-19 is about 2,500 and a bit more. But the number of people that have died from counterfeit anti-malarials alone is about 30,000. These measures begin to give you an appreciation of the sheer enormity of the tax that we are confronted with.
During Ghana's lockdown, one man claimed loudly on radio he had discovered a cure for coronavirus.
Dr. Yao Timanimi, as someone catch me, sir, what discover a drug, the cure COVID-19.
He calls himself Dr. Abdallah.
How sure are you, sir, when you are a cure COVID-19?
Well, my confidence level is 99.9.
Knowing that it's illegal to sell a medicine that has not been tested, Dr. Abdallah claimed he was waiting for the FDA to sample his drugs and was adamant it is not for sale.
The necessary agencies, that is all.
Dr. Abdallah then broadcast his phone number on the radio.
My number is 0547.
Later, we called him and asked for his help curing our coronavirus-infected brother. He invited us to meet with him in his office just outside Accra. Inside, the walls were covered with bottles. He claimed the space was used for laboratory testing.
Wow.
He told us he had been flooded with calls after he publicized his concoction on the radio.
The whole day from Amapato, you calls on Kwana, pushing the phones more. Calls are different. I found because I know it's a say we make to have out any confidence have a shaman from say see I well I don't know yes say the home jump try. Because we know the potency of our medicine.
He said he is 100% confident it can treat coronavirus.
If you take it from me, you are going to use it. I have 100% confidence. What I say. Because the young can say the amount for the because everybody's of course the amount will fear no one negative comment.
He boasted the liquid could treat thousands of people.
The number of rice in the food bag sack, I don't know what the kilos, that big sack, is equivalent to the number of people who can affect.
Dr. Abdallah also claimed the miracle concoction can treat HIV.
A woman who say, hey, we're sure, because I'm over China for it, HIV, I'm not say HIV, but we have to take HIV, confidential.
The mastermind of the scam then joined the conversation.
This is the senior Dr. Abdallah. And I am the junior. Younger brother of that. Okay. So he's the overall boss in everything.
The two men even claimed people were leaving coronavirus quarantine in hospitals to seek out their drug. They initially demanded 5,000 cedis for a bottle, then 2,500. We had to beg to lower the price.
2,500.
Oh. To persuade us, he told us stories of the medicine curing symptoms in just 30 minutes.
Wow. 30 minutes.
We asked Professor Gordon Awandari of the University of Ghana if this is even possible.
To claim cure in 30 minutes, that would be ridiculous. The human system does not turn around that quickly. Even if you had a good drug, it won't take 30 minutes to kill all the viruses that are in the person. A big flag is usually those that claim to cure everything. You know, that is just not possible. Scientifically, it's not possible.
Within 30 minutes, when you
Then it was time to pay. The price was settled at 1,000 cedis, $172. The cure came in the form of 3 bottles. Before leaving, Dr. Abdallah Sr. warned us one of them will cause serious diarrhea. We took the bottles and left. Dr. Abdallah's drug had a fake FDA registration number on its label. Falsified medicines like this can have deadly consequences. A reality Dr. Bonmai of a major hospital in Accra knows only too well.
Back in 2012, I personally had a close shave with a fake anti-malarial that nearly cost me my life.
In 2016, Dr. Bonmai dealt with yet another suspected case of fake medicines. A 16-year-old boy was brought into the hospital in critical condition, having taken malaria tablet from a street-side store. He died soon afterwards.
Within 12 hours on admission, he started deteriorating. His liver function test came out 50 times the upper limit. It was a needless waste of life. It was a big blow to the family. I saw how close the family was. Even now, years on, I don't know how they'll be able to cope with the loss of a boy at the prime of his life. This is a case that keeps me up at night, thinking of this life that could have been saved. It's a doctor's worst nightmare, actually. Fake medication, counterfeit medications can lead to death, can kill people.
One product, above all others, drew controversy during the coronavirus lockdown: Coa FX.
Italy and Ivory Coast are some of the countries hoping to invest and investigate Coa FX as a possible cure for coronavirus.
Although legally registered as a food supplement, the creator of the drug, Samuel Atudankan, claimed on multiple TV stations it had treated infected patients in China.
We're talking about a possible cure for coronavirus. It's an international breakthrough.
Coa FX sales boomed and social media exploded with tales of the so-called cure.
First 2 patients of the COVID-19 who were at the verge of death recovered after 5 days of administering the organic supplement.
We had a lot of testimony from people purporting to have been saved in different ways by this medicine, giving testimony upon testimony in WhatsApp group after WhatsApp group. It means that the effective controls on advertising that are in place in every civilized country, including Ghana, could not apply to them. They've turned a lot of our regulatory standards upside down.
This was not the first time Duncan had triggered a media storm.
The Coa FF's drug, since its introduction on the Ghanaian market, has been highly projected as a drug for curing HIV/AIDS.
And it's treating cancer cases, treating kidney failures, treating mass stroke, treating.
Under pressure from the FDA, Duncan issued a disclaimer on the 15th March, stating his product is not a cure for coronavirus.
So nobody should go out there and say the Center for Awareness Global Peace Meeting says they have found cure for coronavirus. It is not scientific and hence not conclusive.
But away from the TV cameras, we found evidence a Coa agent continued to market the supplement as a COVID-19 cure to customers in private, breaking FDA rules and misleading people into buying the drug for the company's profit. We went to the Coa FX office in Accra to capture this behavior on camera. Kafui, a Coa store manager, assured us the products we had come to buy were genuine, safe, and from their own storerooms.
And I don't know, we have limited stock, so we prefer say people come here directly and get it from store. They are on the safer side, but over time we don't know whether we find her.
When we asked Kafui if Coa FS could cure coronavirus, He told us it can.
I don't know if so I sure. Yeah. Say yeah, brother, COVID. Yeah. No man. Oh, the cure. It's beginning.
He gave us clear instruction on how to administer the liquid.
And now corona and you no direct. Corona no direct. Okay.
Briefly, he removed his mask so we could see his face. Then it was time to pay.
Still at 200. Yes.
He brought us a bottle of the drug. When we asked how much should be given to patient, we were told all that mattered was money.
How many bottles now so?
Oh, the account compliance. It's all about your funds. So it's like
3 days after this meeting, the FDA tested samples of CoaFX and found them to contain the bacteria E. coli, which often derives from feces. The agency recalled all core supplements from the market in response. Our attention then turned back to the Abdallah brothers. In the days after our first meeting, they called us, encouraging us to purchase more coronavirus cures. They made increasingly sensational claims, telling us they were treating the vice president of Senegal's family, who they say were infected with COVID-19.
President, Senegal president, vice president.
It's impossible the Abdallahs actually contacted the vice president of Senegal. The role of the vice president does not currently exist in that country. We planned to meet the two brothers again to discuss a larger deal. They thought they had me on the hook, but little did they know I was not just another victim. I wanted to see how far their fraud will go. I wanted to see deeper into the mind of a scammer. They were staying in a remote house on the edge of Accra. What I found inside shocked me. More than 100 bottles of fake cure.
Very strong power.
Over the next few minutes, Dr. Abdallah Sr. began to boast of knowing some of the most powerful people in Ghana. He claimed he was doing a deal with the king of Ashanti, the Asantehene.
$150.
We spoke to the Asantehene and they told us these claims are completely false. It was all a smokescreen to try and impress us. The younger Abdallah told us he had given the drug to others and that they were sharing positive testimonies on social media. According to counterfeit medicine expert Bright Simmons, the COVID-19 pandemic has been a time of great opportunity for such social media quacks.
Today, a huge number of people get information about everything, including medical and health information on social media networks. We don't have a blueprint, we don't have a rule book of how you deal with misinformation at a large scale during a pandemic in an age of social media and an age where trust in established institutions and leaders is at an all-time low. That confluence of forces is completely unprecedented. It becomes very easy for a scammer, for a snake oil salesperson to quickly move into the breach.
Dr. Abdallah Jr. made it clear to us that their drug production strategy is designed to maximize profit during the pandemic. Then things grew more sinister. Dr. Abdallah Sr. did his best to persuade me he is a man of mysterious spiritual power. He claimed he is invincible. In his increasingly elaborate attempt to showcase his power, he even claimed he was responsible for the downfall of President Yahya Jammeh in Gambia.
Jammeh.